Hi guys, I'll be showing you my recent sketchbook I finished. This is a Canson hardbound sketchbook, 5.5 by 8.5 inches. It's easy to carry and it actually holds watercolor well. It still gets wobbly a little, but I like it. And the stickers are from Lone Snow Girl. You can check out her on Instagram, and I bought it from her Etsy store. So this is the first page, and I was doing sketches for my project for school, and we were doing like a triptych theme, and we had to do 3 images, and all of them had to be the same theme or like the same story. And I've chose something like dreaming, so like the girl's kind of dreaming, and I kind of wrote notes on here, like a little sketch there. So these are all the sketch ideas I was doing. And then we pitched it to our professor and our class, and they told me that I need to redo another one to make the 3rd one, and so I chose this one, this one, and this one. I still haven't finished it yet. I redoed it after the final image, but yeah, so I wasn't satisfied, so I'm still working on it, and I really like drawing. It's really fun to do. So that's my new OC. I still kind of like keep drawing her because it's still not right for me. This is me drawing in class, and then I've got these from like stock photos online, just like clear pictures of cats. I'm still not great at drawing animals, so this is done in gouache, and yeah, I just put it in. This is watercolor, so yeah, you can see it's still a little wobbly, but it doesn't bleed through that much. And this is something I took notes in class. Our teacher was giving a lecture about visual development. I think it was for visual development class. Yeah. And I'm not great at perspective and buildings, so I've tried to draw some random buildings. And this was when mermaid was coming close, so I was starting to draw mermaids. I don't usually do that much watercolor in my work, but I've wanted to be a little creative. But you can see it will be kind of fading out later. And I put some receipts in here because I didn't have anywhere to put else, and it was like oil paints and it's really expensive, so you can sell them, and our free and for sale page at Ringling, we have this page where we can sell our supplies, and I kept the receipts so I could like maybe sell them later. This was a mermaid drawing I was planning to make, but I haven't finished it, so I couldn't make it till mermaid. This is unfinished though, so this one I posted. Some old people. The mermaid. That's the character again, OC. It was for our school project. for character design. I have like a backstory and all the names and everything. I just want to draw more characters around her if I want to like make a complete character design. And I do a lot of figure drawings in my sketchbook. These are done from this YouTube channel called Croquis Cafe, and they show like live models videos. So instead of photos, they kind of like videotape models. I recommend that you are 18 years or older if you're going to watch and check it out, but it really helps me. These are Claire Wendling studies. I like to do artist studies and later kind of draw on my own from like stock photos or just from imagination. Most of my stock photos I've chosen are from like Pinterest. And more buildings, and then guys, which I don't really usually draw, but if I'm going to draw them, I usually draw on my sketchbook and just not show it as much. And gouache paintings, just studies of portraits. More figure, animals, fox and cat. Hair, I was kind of like trying to do curly hair drawings because I was planning to do the curly hair tutorial during this time. And these are like bullet journal doodles. I was looking up like journal designing kind of YouTube channels. They had like bullet doodles, so I was just inspired, just kind of wanted to draw with them. I was kind of looking at flowers on our kitchen table, so I just painted them. This character design. Sometimes doing silhouettes are great because it's better to character design by silhouettes. It kind of show more personality and like character. I'm not really great at exaggerating, but I'm trying to. That's what I'm trying to push more. And I like to do little sketches before I do like the final drawing of the person. More buildings. And then portraits of guys. And sometimes I like to do pen inking kind of drawings. I think these were Claire Wendeling's drawings I copied again. And I went to the California Museum railroads, and there were all trains there, and then I wanted to practice mechanical stuff. And my professor told me that my mechanical stuff is not strong enough yet, so these were great practices to do. Figure drawings, ballerina. It was for a commission. And whenever I do my sketchbook, I try to have this mindset thinking that no one's gonna see it. I'm just gonna throw it away, because I tend to draw more alive and like active, more expressive when I'm thinking that no one's gonna see it, and that somehow like it's not that important to draw perfectly. So whenever I'm in the art block, I usually draw like figure drawings just to like keep myself going, like to keep drawing and as well as learning at the same time. So whenever I kind of like lose my creativity, I try to keep drawing by drawing from references. And even though drawing from reference from photos are great, it's better to draw from life. I became so much better from drawing figure drawing stuff from school, and after drawing a lot of those, I've applied that knowledge to drawing figure from like videos and photos. It kind of gives like it plants in my mind thinking 3D instead of 2D. So I think of as it like a round like shape, like a circle, and like the shading and where the line ends, and how much I could exaggerate it to make it make sense. So I was thinking of doing some anatomy videos, so I was taking notes while I was like drawing figures. And sometimes I take notes while watching YouTube videos. This one was when I was like watching Marco Guzzi's like art talk, and he said some like really good points, so I kind of wrote it down there. I didn't skip anything, right? That's another character I was thinking of. And sometimes I have the urge to like paint again, so it's like paint, pencil, paint, and it's great because it doesn't bleed. And this one, wait, I'll just like keep going right now. Some Marinette and Cat Noir. I don't really do fan art, but I had like the urge to draw them, like just really sudden. And then I took notes, tried to exaggerate more than the photo, because that's what I really need to work on. And I drew some like old people. My professor also told me that I need to draw more old people. And some buildings. I want to be able to draw more perspective. So these were like interior stuff. And once I've got used to like drawing like from photo, I've tried to like exaggerate the perspective, so kind of like this, make it more like cartoony, so it kind of gives my personality inside it. And yeah, sometimes I like to draw like dark outlines around it. And I was like watching some playthrough of Little Inferno, so I do this like little bitty character. And then for the rest of the page, almost, I've kind of went back to watercolor and gouache. So what I did is that I've used some watercolor and like used some like white gouache, and it thickens the watercolor so I could go over it if I want to. So it's just watercolor and gouache, and it's like so much easier to than like getting multiple gouache and like painting it. Instead of just like get a watercolor palette and like some white gouache and then just paint. Some studies. These come from like Pinterest. And then from there I kind of noticed that it was too clean, the photos. So I've moved on to Edgar Payne's paintings, and I was studying those. And it's great to study from painters' paintings like these, because the photo colors, they're not really real life colors, but the painter's perspective, they're actually trying to use the same colors from life they see in their perspective, so it kind of gives like more life to it. So I've tried to like study some of their color techniques, and that's how I study color most of the time. Whenever people ask me like, how do you like choose colors, I do a lot of studies from life. I kind of take my other sketchbook outside and paint, and these were just like quick studies from master copy kind of thing. We do a lot of that in school too, just like master copies. And trees, I'm not really good at trees, I need to do more. And buildings, figure, and that's it. So overall, I really want to draw more trees if I could. More buildings. Probably, oh, I don't know. I hope I improve the next sketchbook. So thank you for watching. I hope that kind of inspired you a little. And yeah, thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.